Hi, welcome back. You'll notice a change of scenery. I never would have thought I would have said this, but it's quite good to be back in an office again. It's a simple reflection today because it was inspired by a simple phone call. I was not at school with this man. I was not at university with him. We were in different places in the army. He was always a better sportsman than me, so we didn't really meet at sports. I did attend his 21st birthday party, which should remain, let's say it was a toga party, so we won't go further with that. Our daughters are of the same age now, but at different schools, and they have a firm friendship, except when they're trying to drown each other in the whole position of water polo events. I think if Quentin Tarantino ever directed a sports movie, it would be themed around water polo and the dark and dangerous and underhand art and brutal art of the whole position. This friend and I have not seen each other for a while because of COVID and no sports and no water polo matches on the side of the pool. But it was unbelievable to hear his voice again. It was this laughing voice. It reminded us of so many memories. We really re-established a relationship. He phoned simply because he had thought of me. And yet in those few moments, I really felt connected again to a whole much bigger world and to a whole network of people who I've really been missing. And in that process, I was certainly connected to my past. It was a simple phone call to make, but an even simpler one to receive. And although his wife is a top doctor, I enjoyed the medicine that he gave for free in that call. I've always thought there's an inverse relationship between the cell phone and distance. The further we are, the more we need the further we are apart, the more we need the cell phone. The closer we are in proximity, the more obsolete the phone becomes. And yet there's also a paradoxical relationship here that the further we are, the more we forget to phone. The closer we are in proximity, the more we pick up the phone. We lose connection around a family dinner, and yet we forget to phone our mums or our friends who live far away. And yet in that phone call, I realized this power of connection and that phone calls are an act of friendship. But listening is an act of love. And maybe the reason why we don't make the call is because therein lies an obligation to listen, and listening is tough. But I think it was a neuroscientist, and I forget the name, but maybe David Oxberg or David Augsburger said that being listened to is so close to that of being loved that the brain cannot tell the difference. And so I wonder who I will phone today. And I wonder who you might phone today. There is great power in a simple phone call. Enjoy and have a great week ahead.